How'd you keep a relationship during COVID?
I didn't.
Hi guys! Oh my gosh, guys, this took so long to set up. It's not even funny. Don't eat it yet. We need to take a thumbnail.
Let's eat.
Okay. So guys, we have our chipotle here. Oh man, I'm so hungry. It's not even funny. I'm so hungry.
I've actually been sitting here for about an hour just waiting for Paige to figure this out.
No, we haven't. It's been 10 minutes.
My food's good.
No, it's not. Oh my god. We both get the same thing. We got, what is it? White rice, tomatoes, lettuce, cheese, sour cream. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay.
It's so weird eating on camera.
I love it. Lock the doors. So this is one of the videos in my 3-part series called Breakup Blues. I recently went through a breakup. I'm going through a breakup, like the emotions of it, and I just wanted to make videos for anyone going through like a similar thing. And just give you guys advice and just go through it together. So.
Of course. Oops. I've once gone through a breakup.
This is like my first real breakup, you know? So today I have my sister here. If you guys don't know, this is Sky.
Follow my YouTube channel, Skylar Ray. Thanks.
So we asked on my Instagram some breakup advice questions that you guys had, or just some relationship questions, anything like that. So if you guys want to be featured in another video and like have your questions featured, make sure to follow my Instagram.
Skylar.
No.
SKYLER R 4 R's.
Oh my god.
And then an E.
It's like, I know there's a video asking older sisters, like asking questions you're too afraid to ask your sister or your mom. So this is like that too. So yeah, we are always here to give you guys advice. So first question. What do I do if someone knows everything about me and I know almost nothing about them? I feel like if you're in this situation, just somehow turn the conversation back to them. Like if you're talking about something and it's geared towards you, you can find a way to like make it about them and ask little questions about them, or play like 20 questions or something, because that's like a good thing just to get to know someone.
That's a good thing over text. Yeah, and like you can always like literally say like, no, I want to hear about you.
Yeah.
Like, tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, you've heard so much about me. Like, sometimes just being direct about it is the best, instead of like
beating around the bush.
Like, yeah, like tiptoeing around the like
100%.
fact that they haven't divulged any information. So I would just be straight up. Especially if this is like the second time you've gone out, like you should know some things about them. So I feel like it's totally normal for you to be like, no, like tell me something about you now.
Okay, next question. Could you please give me advice on how to get a girl to like me? I feel like it's one of those things, just being yourself. There's really no way to like get a girl to like you, because if you're doing something to make them like you, then maybe that's not authentic to yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, you should want, I'm just being honest, like remember your self-worth, and like that you deserve someone who likes you for you. So like if that person doesn't like you, then take it that maybe you could be friends and just move on. Or
find someone who's gonna appreciate the great qualities about you.
Exactly. So I wouldn't
dwell on it.
Yeah, like, and who knows if something will build into more than a friendship. Sometimes you just can't force things to happen on your timeline.
Yeah.
But also don't wait around for that either. Just be like, okay, like
your
like Paige said, you can't really force somebody to like you, but you can do things to make yourself feel better about that. If they don't, like, okay, I like you, but you don't like me, so I'm just gonna move on and find somebody else.
Yeah. How do you stay in a long-term relationship?
If you don't. But yeah, so we've been in a relationship for a year, and I think it's just about making sure you're communicating, because if you're running into problems and you're like solving them along the way rather than like letting things build up and then it just all spills out and you're like, this is too big for me to fix, because it's gotten so far away from just like the first problem, then that's gonna be too overwhelming. So as long as you're solving things when they come up and communicating with your partner, like
I agree. I also think a lot of people feel like once you're in a long-term relationship that you lose the fun in it, because there is a certain fun thing about being single and like talking to people and building a relationship and like that newness of relationship. So I feel like it's spicy. That's what I was about to say. Like, make sure that you're doing things like to make it still feel like a fun, to make things still feel like a fun and new relationship, because you don't want to lose the fun parts that you get from starting a new relationship, you know?
I totally get that. And I mean, also be kind to yourselves. Like, obviously there's times in your relationship when you're a little bit closer and you're really in touch with each other, and then when you're not. So be forgiving to yourself and that other person where you might not always be 100% on the same page, and that's what you work at, it's to getting on that same page. And in that relationship, if you feel like, okay, we're long term now for a while and we want to like spice it up a little bit, then that goes back to communicating. Like, then that's your problem and you need to solve it, you know?
Agreed. Okay, next question. How do you get over someone? I don't know, I think this is hard. I think that you go through phases in a breakup where you're like really upset about it and you think about all the great things about the relationship and all the great things that it had in it, and then you go through other times where you're like, I'm okay, like I'm good. So I feel like the best thing is to heal yourself, because that's really the only way I can see yourself getting over someone, is really to heal yourself first, and then you learn that even if you still have love for them, you're able to move past it and look towards bigger and better things for yourself, or maybe find a way to make that relationship work. But I think that you really just have to work on self-healing and learn, like, I know for me what was so hard about getting out of a relationship is you're used to having a routine with someone, and we didn't even live together. So like, you're used to having a certain way of doing things, FaceTiming before you go to bed every night, like things like that. So creating a new routine for yourself, it really helps. How should you bring up things that make you unhappy without hurting the other person?
Okay, not that you ever want to hurt someone, and it's really good, whoever asked this question, if you're aware that you could hurt them by what you're saying. And so I think it's good to work things out in your head, or you know, you could try it on somebody else first if it's like a really big thing, but also have to be okay with, if it's really hurting you, it might hurt them to talk about it, and you just have to be okay, well, if we don't talk about it, there's gonna be worse consequences. So
and then you're gonna form resentment.
You have to be direct. Yes, it's, I'm just being honest, if it's a judgment or a criticism, it might be hard for them to hear, even if you word it in the nicest way.
But I think something that can help with that is not pointing fingers. So start out with something like, I feel like, or something like that, instead of saying, you're really rude, or you're really mean to me, or you never make time for me. Saying like, I feel like we could spend more time together. I feel like sometimes you don't make time for me. Because if you're coming from a place of, usually it is a place of hurt and that you want it to be fixed, and you're saying, I feel like, they're gonna be so much more receptive to making the problem go away, because they want to fix whatever's hurting you.
Yeah, and you don't feel so
versus an attack. Yeah, exactly. So I think that helps. What makes a stable relationship?
Communication. That would probably be the first step.
What? That doesn't make sense.
Having me in the relationship makes
so funny.
A stable again, I feel like everything goes back to communication.
Yeah.
Like,
and trust.
Trust. Oh my god, if you don't trust the person,
if you lose trust for the person, like, just break up.
That's always gonna be in the back of your mind then.
How do you introduce your partner to the family? I mean, we both did this. We're really lucky that we, I think, did it like a big family event. We did it at the same time. Our boyfriends at the time were friends, so we did it at the same time at like one of our family parties. We just had them both come, and then it was like fine. And it was nice because they knew each other too. But I think the first time that met our family, they were together. We were hanging out all together, remember?
They were together.
They were coming home. We were hanging out with them each at our house, and our parents weren't home, but they knew they were there. But like, we all stayed downstairs and all together, so it wasn't anything like weird. And we didn't think they were gonna be home, and then they came home, and I remember us freaking out. We were like,
yeah, but if you don't have that happen, like most people don't have a sibling that's dating a friend, if you don't have that happen, I think it's easier to do something rather than have the high pressure sit down dinner situation.
Agreed.
Make it that they meet in passing first, and then like, okay, maybe you
go to
like,
bowling.
Yeah, like an activity together. Maybe you take them to like a family activity together, because
it's so much more nerve-wracking.
It's so much more pressure to sit down at a table with a whole bunch of people you don't know. You already feel nervous.
I was so nervous. I physically, like, I think I got a cold sore. I became sick, like, and it was something I was trying to do. But the first time I met my boyfriend at the time, his family, I was so mentally nervous that I got sick. How did you keep a relationship during COVID?
I didn't, and it was really hard actually, because I follow the rules and the laws.
As you should.
Well, not laws, but the rules of COVID to keep other people safe. And I'm not a selfish human being. I, including Paige, when they were still together, we did not see our boyfriends without a mask for the entire summer. The only time that I see my boyfriend now without a mask, and this is all by his own choice, I would never force him to do this, but he wants to see me without a mask. So he has to quarantine for a week in his apartment. Like, obviously he can go out, but he wears like an N95 mask. And then
only to class so he goes out.
Yeah, but like obviously he sees the other people in his apartment, but he wears his mask in the apartment everywhere except his own bedroom, which he lives there by himself. And then he gets a COVID test. Yeah. And once it comes back negative, he can see me for the weekend. But like, it's hardcore, as it should be.
You should be doing that, and that makes me so upset. So my boyfriend and I, obviously we broke up, and COVID definitely impacted our relationship a lot in a negative way. I'm just gonna be real with you guys. And we have not seen each other without a mask since March. So, yeah.
Since COVID began.
Since COVID began, because it's so selfish to me to make myself happy and see my boyfriend or ex-boyfriend without a mask, that I would possibly get one of my family members sick or get some person sick because I want to be selfish and make myself happy.
No.
My boyfriend and I were together for 2 years. So this wasn't just a fling that it's like, oh, well, you can go without
them. And shout out
them.
if anyone knows Alana Arbucci or something.
Yeah.
She didn't see
Her fiance
without a mask because she was protecting her family.
That's so props to you. Because you shouldn't. So,
and okay, and about actually keeping the relationship, you just need to communicate, number one.
And still hang out. Just because you're
still
not
hang out, even if you have to wear a mask. I mean, that's stupid. Like, it's the times. So you just have to be okay with that, sadly, and things will change. It'll go back to normal.
Yep.
But you just need to make sure you see them, because I'm just being honest.
Your relationship shouldn't go
so
on
much
pause.
more when we don't see each other.
Because you don't have the good parts to balance it out. Okay guys, so that was the last question that we're going to be answering today. I really enjoyed filming this. Like, I like giving advice.
Thanks.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
And just so you know, next time you see me, all this hair is going to be
oh my gosh,
all donated. It's too long.
But yeah, I hope that this helped you guys if you're going through a breakup or if you need some relationship advice, because we're here for you. And give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you guys did like it and want similar videos. Yep. I really want to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of November.
She will.
I will. I'm manifesting it. So please subscribe, and then you can say that you were here before my YouTube channel blew up. So that's what we want to do. Make sure you check out Sky's socials and her YouTube and Instagram and everything.
To link it below.
I'll link it below. Like I said, follow my Instagram so you don't miss out on any of the opportunities to be in a video. Bye guys. That was so